take them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work. I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket? Hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed down. It's our thing, we're leaving the kings of all crowns. So, you ready?
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 buzz. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, check. Check 26. Ready to go.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check. Hey, sprint plan. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
36.
He's coming. We got double up.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Watch the safety creep.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready. Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
51.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
They can't hang with us.
Mike's 5'4".
Hey, let's get this.
On 2nd down, Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch that. Check. Greystone travel. Mike 54.
Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
Nickel.
Mike. Space.
Here's Ryan to throw.
I'm coming.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watch the screen. Check. Hot route. Hot. Switch. Gun. Watch that. Kill.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Brown, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Vikings nothing. Matt Bosher is the kickoff for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Listen to me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Going for the deep ball. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wait! Wait! Hey, watch that!
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Mike's 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Switch! Switch! Watch the edge!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
51, sub!
From the 41, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Check, 51. Hey, Haywood.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Falcons 7,
Vikings 25.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
You ready to go?
You're all mine.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a 1st.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check
Space.
Check 99. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Gun.
Go.
Get up.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike, right there, 40's Mike.
51, sound!
Hey, white. Check. Joker.
X3, 218, chopper.
Bang.
25, 25.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready, blue 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Don't check.
Now Ryan.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check your hot read. Big edge. Watch twist.
Line out.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Gun.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left.
Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, can't.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's been a long day for you.
300.
Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Cousins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Motion.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, we're good.
From the red zone now, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Mike 55, Mike 55. All day.
From the 27, Cousins. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Wide. Check 52. Gun. Motion,
3rd and long for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's get off the field.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Interception, baby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Zebra. Hey, check Mike.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready.
Gun.
Motion.
Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
That's another Vikings.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here? Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Cousins to throw it. Past the 20, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Steamer. Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
61. Box, light.
At the 6-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun.
Play. Mike 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Don't be scared of it.
Kill.
Gun.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Sponge. No.
Hey, check.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, seam 6.
51, sub. Under 10. 10.
Hey, South!
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kentrell Brothers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Bravo!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan to throw. Jones has it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back. And then
accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Cousins to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Check 9, check 9. 39. Get up. Wait.
It's just me and you.
Base. Hey, exit.
40's the
Get up.
Throwing now is Ryan.
Hey.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30.